So this seahorse photo happened in Indonesia. It was at the end of an expedition. My friend Richard spotted the tiny seahorse as it was drifting along the surface, and I almost didn't get in the water. It was a long day, it was the end of an expedition, I was tired, but it was very hot, and so I just decided to get in the water. And as we drifted with the seahorse, more and more trash started to come in. The water even started to change the smell because there was some sewage involved. The seahorse moved from seagrass to a little piece of plastic and then eventually onto this little cotton bud. It was one of the most incredible compositions I'd ever encountered. We went from such a state of bliss with this beautiful little animal to having this human impact literally wash over us. And it was full of emotion. I was quite angry and frustrated, but I knew that I needed to focus and capture this scene because it was important to share. And I hoped that I could disseminate it as far and wide as possible, and I'm amazed that that actually did happen. I think the reason that this photo had such a big impact with people is because it's universal. We first almost go, ooh, this is so cute, and then the other side of the coin is shown and we see the cotton swab there. I've been diving all over the world and I've seen both positive and negative impacts on the environment. I've been to marine reserves that had astounding numbers of fish, and they were only made possible because the water had been protected. I've also been to places without protection where you would expect to have incredible wildlife, and it was a barren underwater desert. The Wildlife Photographer of the Year competition is so important for highlighting conservation issues. We are documenting what is happening out there with the hopes that it's going to strike a chord with people and actually create a change. It's so important for us to protect more of the oceans because this is the place that is the lungs of our Earth. There are marine algae that are producing more oxygen underwater than all the trees on land. I think because of the universal impact of this photo, people do realize that they can have an impact on the oceans. We don't all have to change our lives immediately. We can make small, gradual changes over time, and that adds up to a big change if we all do it by cutting down our plastic use, cutting down our consumption of meat, and making conscious choices that are going to be positive effects on the environment.